Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Monday, April 13th, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 2020. The GFS models are showing a let up in the snow as we enter May, but there are still several events for the Rockies and the upper plains here, so we're going to watch it closely. 22 killed as tornadoes and storms tear across the South. 1.3 million were without electricity at one point. Some of the pictures of the damage. The deadly storms were impacting the Carolinas and Tennessee on Monday morning. 11 people were killed in Mississippi. 5 people were killed when the storms tore through a mobile home park near Georgia-Tennessee border. And more than 1.2 million homes and businesses were without power. Keep calm. It's boom time. Checking power outage U.S. Still over 500,000 people in the East Coast without power. Red states are major outages from New York all the way down to the Southeast. So I'm sure they're rapidly, frantically working to get those lines up. After a house lands on a Georgia road, after a tornado lifts it off the foundation, absolutely stunning to move the entire house out here onto the middle of the divided highway there. A house was picked up and dropped in the middle of a road when the storms blew through Upson County overnight, the sheriff's office said. No one was inside the residence when it was lifted off its foundation along the Yatesville Highway. Thank goodness. But amazing nonetheless, the power of nature. Denver weather model, more cold and more snow on the way. We are far from done. It's getting fun. An Arctic cold front that arrived Saturday night triggered a very cold pattern and will stay in place through Friday. Denver set a record low with 15 degrees Monday morning. More snow is expected through Monday night. The previous record for 13th of April, Denver, was 87 years ago when Denver recorded 17 degrees. Breaking that record by 2 degrees is a crushing blow to global warming. Snow reports from southern Minnesota. Say it ain't soda. Snow blows around as a train passes through Wayzata on Sunday. Take a look at these totals. 10.8 in Elgin, 10 inches in Wabasha, 9.3 in Douglas, 9 inches in Rochester, and so on and so forth. We're going to check the snowfall analysis in just a second. There it is. The last 48 hours of power, you can see that swath of snow that made its way here through the Upper Peninsula, picking up 12 to 18 inches over a large region. Take a look at that. That's a boom. Major storm to barrel through the east today. A major storm system will barrel through the east today. Severe thunderstorms and tornadoes possible across the northeast, and lake effect snow is likely in the upper Great Lakes. Finally, strong and gusty damaging winds are possible from the Great Lakes to the northeast and mid-Atlantic. Gale warnings and watches in purple. And there you see your watches and warnings. Freeze warnings are out for the Midwest, and winter storm watches and warnings for Texas, the nexus of the Schmexis, and New Mexico. Say it ain't so. Mid-April. They're the models. Let's bring it back. Here is your Tuesday. And then that little system in the Appalachians here, Wednesday. Take a look at that. Brings some heavy snow to West Virginia. And the mountains are going to be picking up some heavy snow all midweek. There's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the Rockies, Friday. So heavy snow in the Rockies all week. What a tweak. Earthquake shakes Hawaii on Easter Sunday. Well, that could have been a fun day. Big Island news. A deep earthquake shook the Big Island of Hawaii on Sunday at 1:45 p.m. Hawaii time. We talked about this cluster in Pahala. And heads up for some activity, volcanic in nature, coming to Hawaii soon. Seismic update. No quakes of note. Moderate uptick on the Ring of Fire. We have a cluster on the coast here of South America and a cluster in the West Coast. So we'll be watching that for you. Worldwide volcano news update. We do have some uptick here. Not in Krakatoa, still puffing to 10,000 feet. But we also have Karaminsk, Kluchiskov, Popo, Simaru, Ibu, and Dukono. And Popo is puffing to 19,000. Reventador to 16. And Kluchiskov to 30,000 feet. That's about 6 miles up there. And up at that high latitude, that could be in the stratosphere, definitely. So some consistent high puffs in recent days. Lines at food banks grow as some farmers destroy food. We've been covering this.
On millions of Americans are now out of work, and many are turning to local food banks to help feed their families. We have seen massive, miles-long lines outside a Pittsburgh area food bank. And in San Antonio, over 1 million pounds of food were given away to 6,000 families in need on Friday. The demand for food banks is skyrocketing up to 40%, according to Feeding America, a network of 200 food banks and 60,000 food pantries nationwide.
Well, that didn't go well. So you get the point there. There's a huge demand for food, and food banks are running short, and farmers are dumping milk and plowing vegetables into the ground. We're in a save our farm from collapsing mode. Farmers can't keep up with struggling demand for local produce, but they're still struggling to replace lost revenue. So local farmers are being able to distribute this food locally, but the big producers that have nowhere to bring it, the ones that were producing for the restaurant industry and schools, like the dairy farms that were providing milk for schools that are all closed, they have nowhere to bring these products while people are in need of food. It's a broken system. Hopefully, we'll rewrite it after the fact. Now, one of America's largest meat producers has an ominous warning. And this is Smithfield Foods, one of the nation's largest meat producers. 300 employees there tested positive for coronavirus, and they shut down that plant, the Associated Press reported. It's closed the Sioux Falls, South Dakota plant, one of the largest pork processing centers in America, responsible for producing 18 million servings of food per day. In a statement, Smithfield president said CEO Kenneth Sullivan said, COVID-19 outbreak is having disastrous impacts on the U.S. food supply chain. So look for pork product shortages, sausage, bacon, ham, whatever, in the coming months. Stock up now if you can, if you eat that kind of meat, or grow your own. We've got a pig right outside. So I'm not very worried. And you shouldn't be either, especially if you're growing your own food. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance as ripples on Pluto hint at a subsurface ocean. Do they now? That's baffling. Hope you got something out of the video. I'm about to head out to the hot zone to pick up supplies. Wish me luck. We love each and every one of you. Thanks to our one-time donors. Please share this video. And Comet Atlas has broken up. Be safe. We love you.